So what exactly is our bio project on anyway?
We're supposed to do ours on Cnidaria and Ctenophora.
What are those?
I don't know. Let's go research.
Cnidaria and Ctenophora are both part of the subkingdom Eumetazoa and are considered radiata because both groups have radial symmetry.
Well, that's cool and all, but how'd they get here anyway?
Both phyla are thought to have arisen from a common ancestor in the Ediacaran era, but fossils of them can be hard to come by because they're composed primarily of water. So both phyla appear in the fossil record in the Cambrian era. Ctenophores about 505 million years ago, and Cnidaria about 580 million years ago.
Okay, where do they live, and what are they?
Well, Cnidarians are found mostly in shallow marine water, but have adapted to live at different depths and even in fresh water. There's over 10,000 species that are broken down into 3 classes. Hydrozoa, which is made up of Hydra, Ophelia, and the Man of War. Scyphozoa, which is mostly jellyfish, and Anthozoa, which includes sea fans, coral, and sea anemones. Ctenophora contain around 200 species, broken down into 2 classes, Tentaculata, which contain tentacles, and Nuda, which don't have tentacles. They live only in marine water, never in fresh water. They're also usually found in shallow water, near the shore, but they can be found across all different depths and climates.
What exactly do they look like? Do they have any special features?
Ctenophores are radially or biradially symmetrical, with internal cavities, mouths, and anal pores. They swim using cilia or combs. They use their tentacles, if they have them, to catch and deliver food to their mouths. The ctenophores don't have stinging tentacles. They have 2 layers of cells, an epidermis and a gastrodermis, with a mesoglia in between, but are lacking a mesoderm. They don't have a brain, but do have a subepidermal nerve net. Some species have even developed adaptations in order to survive in different ecological environments. One species of ctenophore, the Tortugas red, is a deeper living species that is strongly pigmented to adapt to this environment. As for Cnidaria, they are also radially symmetrical. They expand and contract to move and reproduce. They can have 2 different body forms, the medusa, which is motile, and the polyp, which is sessile. Scyphosins usually exist in the medusa form. Anthozins exist only in the polyp form, and hydrozins usually alternate between the polyp and medusa forms. They have an unsophisticated gastrovascular cavity and again only have 1 layer of tissue, so they have a mesoglia instead of a mesoderm. They also have cnidocytes, which help them to defend themselves and catch prey. Cnidocytes have cnidae, which can turn outward. Cnidae are called nematocytes if they sting. Some species are bioluminescent, which means they glow. Certain cnidarians have also developed ecological adaptations. Hydra have developed to live in fresh water, and some anemones have developed to handle extreme temperatures. Some inhabit polar seabeds, while others live in hydrothermal vents.
Awesome! They have all this cool cell stuff, but how exactly do they get energy to survive?
For cnidarians, most are chemoheterotrophs and passive predators. They only feed on prey that bumps into their tentacles. Some species can absorb energy from organic matter in the water, and anthozins in particular develop endosymbiotic relationships with dinoflagellates in order to acquire food. Ctenophores are mostly chemoheterotrophs as well. They feed on zooplankton, small crustaceans, krill, and the larvae of some marine animals. They capture prey with sticky tentacles and bring it to their mouth. One genus of ctenophores is parasitic.
How exactly do they reproduce?
Most ctenophores are hermaphrodites. They have gonads located under comb rows, and gametes are released through their skin. Fertilization is external. The fertilized cell progresses into planktonic larvae stage before maturing. Occasionally, self-fertilization occurs. Cladocinids are ctenophores that reproduce by cloning using internal fertilization. Cnidaria can go through asexual budding in the polyp stage, with gamete production and meiosis occurring in the medusa stage. Certain species can also reproduce asexually by fragmentation. What have you been researching this whole time? Nemo?
Well, Nemo, all new explorers must answer a science question.
Okay.
You live in what kind of home? Okay, don't hurt yourself.
It's all about. Wait! Dory!
Gotta go faster if you want to win!
Dory!
Boing, 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 boing.
Wait a minute! Dory!
Whee!
So, we're cheating death now. That's what we're doing. We're having fun at the same time. I can do this. Just be careful.
Yeah, careful I don't make you cry when I win!
No, I don't think so!
It was research. There were anemone and jellyfish. Sorry, this stuff's getting a little dry. I mean, come on, it's not like they actually impact humans except for Pixar.
They actually do have impacts. They have medical impacts. Some jellyfish stings can be poisonous. They killed at least 1,500 people last century. Scientists are also looking at the immortal jellyfish, Turritopus nutricula, as a potential source of regenerative medicine because of its regenerative process called transdifferentiation. They're also important to biotechnology. Bioengineers built an artificial jellyfish from silicone in rat cells that could be used to test medicines. Some species of jellyfish are also eaten by the Chinese, and they're very important economically because they help sustain coral reefs, because coral reefs are formed by Cnidaria and stabilized by Ctenophora. Coral reefs are crucial to many economic things. They protect beaches from harsh storms and tides so that there is prime housing on the land near these areas. They also provide fishing grounds and tourist attractions, and coral is often also used in jewelry. Cnidaria and Ctenophora are also model organisms, and genomic research is also done on both phylums. The Cnidarian hydra is used as a model organism for regeneration and morphogenesis. The Ctenophora nemosis lydea, a comb jelly, and the Cnidarian Nemestella vecnesis, a sea anemone, are models for comparative genomics and evolutionary developmental biology. The genomes of many Cnidaria have been sequenced and vary greatly. For example, the Cnidaria magpipillata has about 1 gigabase of DNA, while the Hydra viridissima has approximately 0.38 gigabases. There's even a website called Cnidebase, which is similar to Flybase except for Cnidaria. A few ctenophores have also been sequenced, including the haploid form of Nemosis lydea, which was found to have about 300 megabases.
Okay, they are important, but you know what I want to see? Underwater rainbows. Let's go.
Ctenophores move using their fused rows of cilia. The cilia diffract the light, making them sparkle with all the colors of the rainbow. Now that's a quirky fact.